So after the cell membrane, we have the cytoplasm. Like I have already mentioned, it is a transparent and jelly-like substance. I told it is fluid. So basically it is jelly-like substance and it is transparent. Light can pass through it. We can see what is in there. So you will see in this diagram, this part after the cell membrane, this whole portion we will call it as the cytoplasm. Then you see it fills the space inside the plasma membrane. So whatever space is present here, that space will be filled by the cytoplasm. Next thing, all the metabolic activities, it takes place within it. So whatever activities of our body will take place in the cell, everything will happen in the cytoplasm. Now why it will happen in the cytoplasm? It is because it contains tiny structures called the organelles. So inside the cytoplasm, like you can see here are many structures. These tiny structures, they are called as the organelles. The organelles will do the different functions, and that's why it is said that all the metabolic activities, it will take place within it, within the cytoplasm, and it will be performed, the activities will be performed by the organelles. And this is the reason that the cytoplasm is also called as the functional part of the cell. It is because, why? Because all these structures are present within the cytoplasm. These structure will perform all the function. Thus we can say whatever function will be carried out, everything will happen inside the cytoplasm or in the cytoplasm area or in the cytoplasm region. And that's why the cytoplasm is also called the functional part of the cell. So this was about the cytoplasm. After the cytoplasm, next comes the nucleus. So you can see I have changed the diagram a bit. Here you will see that I have made the cell little bit bigger so that we can see what is inside the nucleus as well. So here this outer membrane, this is the plasma membrane, and this part is the cytoplasm, and the nucleus is present in the cytoplasm. So somewhere in the mid portion of the cytoplasm we will find the nucleus. The central round structure is the nucleus. Now let us discuss about nucleus. So it is a spherical body present in the cytoplasm. This much we have already seen in the introduction part, that it is a spherical body, it is spherical in shape, it is round in shape, and it is present in the cytoplasm. Next, it controls all the activities of the cell and is also known as the brain of the cell. You will remember the term, it is also known as brain of the cell. Why brain? Because in case of us, you will see that whatever we do, the brain is controlling it. Our brain, it helps us to think, it helps us to process the things outside, and then ultimately we take decisions or we do whatever is needed. So inside the cell, the same function, the function of, like I said, instructing, the function of doing something, how it will be done, when it will be done, who will do it, everything is controlled by the nucleus, and that is the reason that the nucleus is called as the brain of the cell. Cytoplasm was functional unit of the cell, and the brain will be the nucleus. So now let's come to the structure of the nucleus. Here you can see this structure, as I have mentioned, this is the nucleus. Now the nucleus, you can see it is separated from the cytoplasm. That means we can see a distinct part called the nucleus. So there will be a membrane, again another membrane, which will separate the nucleus from the cytoplasm. From the cytoplasm, This again, a new membrane is helping the nucleus to remain separated. So this membrane, we will call it as the nuclear membrane because it is the membrane of the nucleus. So goes the name nuclear membrane. Now again, just like the plasma membrane, inside it was the cytoplasm. Just like that, inside the nuclear membrane, again there is fluid present, and this time the name will be nucleoplasm. Earlier, inside the plasma membrane, we call it cytoplasm. Now, inside the nuclear membrane, in this portion, there will be again fluid, and we will call it as the nucleoplasm. And inside the nucleus, there is another spherical body. You can see there is another spherical body which will contain the gene or the genetic material. Now this spherical body which will contain the genetic material is called the nucleolus. Two different terms, nucleus and nucleolus. Please mind the spelling for here, otherwise you may interchange it and everything will change. The meaning will only change. So inside the nucleus we have nucleolus. Inside the nucleolus we have the genetic material, and this genetic material, it looks like thread. Okay, whenever we can see in a normal condition, it looks like entangled thread. Like if we take wool and then simply just crumble it and just put it somewhere, it will look just same. It will look like a entangled thread like structure, and this phase of the genetic material which is thread like is called as chromosomes. So chromosomes are the thread-like structure present inside the nucleolus. Again, the nucleolus is present in the nucleoplasm, which is inside the nucleus. So these four are ultimately the parts of the nucleus. Starting with the nuclear membrane, then we have the nucleoplasm. Inside the nucleoplasm we have nucleolus, and inside it we have the thread-like structure, the chromosome. So this is about the nucleus and its parts.